Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about the 20 deadliest dragons on the How to Train a Dragon series. Let's start. So, kicking off our list at number 20, we have the catastrophic Quaken. Now, this dragon was first seen in Race to the Edge Season 1. This is a very dangerous dragon since it's a boulder class dragon which can roll itself up into a ball and throw itself at things, which is potentially just dangerous for islands. Um, yeah, we first saw this dragon on Dark Deep. That's where it lives with all the other Grunkles. And yeah, that is pretty much the catastrophic quaking at number 20. Then coming in at number 19 is the Typhumarine. This dragon is a giant dragon that lives on Eel Island. We first saw this dragon in, I think, Riders of Berk, one of the episodes where Hiccup found one in the woods and raised it until he could find its mother. And yeah, this dragon is extremely has extremely hot fire blast, sorry, and yeah, it can eat eels, which is something different. Next we have the Dramillion, which we only saw just a few weeks ago in Race to the Edge Season 6. Now this dragon can imitate any other dragon's fire blast, which makes it very dangerous since it technically can imitate even the toughest dragons like a Night Fury or maybe even a Skrill. And yeah, that makes it extremely deadly. It was a key element to finding the King of Dragons in Season 6. And yeah, just an all-round deadly dragon. Next, we have the Death Song, which is an extremely dangerous dragon. First seen in one of the first few episodes of Race to the Edge Season 1. Now, this dragon can shoot a literally amber, which cools as soon as it touches something, and literally cocoons whatever it hit in basically this indestructible substance. As we saw, it was able to be broken by monstrous nightmare drill, but not by dragon fire, which makes this an extremely deadly dragon, which can potentially kill many other dragons, which makes it kind of a cannibal. And yeah, so next we have the Smothering Smoke Breath. Now you'd think that this dragon is like, what the heck, why is it at number 16? It's like so tiny. Well, by itself, this dragon is pretty much hopeless. Gonna die in the next 2 seconds. But with others, these dragons are lethal. They can literally strip you of every metal possession you have. For example, in one of the episodes of Defenders of Berk, we saw that these dragons took down Dagger's fleet pretty easily. They were literally saved Berk from Dagger's fleet, which makes them pretty strong considering even the gang can't do that very easily. So next we have a Speed Stinger. Now these dragons are extremely quick and, well, they don't have wings, which makes the quickness very, well, useful. And these dragons can paralyze you in a way, just temporarily though, which is annoying. So these guys were used in one of the episodes of Race to the Edge, I think season 3 or 4, and these dragons were used for like the death treatment on Defenders of the Wing Island. And yeah, so which makes them extremely deadly. As I said before, they don't have wings, so their speed comes in handy. They did manage to find an ice floe and cross it to reach Berk in one of the episodes of Defenders of Berk, which makes them, well, they are a deadly dragon all around. Next, we have the Rumblehorn. Now, this is, well, sorry, not the Rumblehorn, Skull Crusher. Whenever I talk about a dragon where I know there's a specific one, I'm actually going to mention the one we see in all the episodes, which is Skull Crusher. Now, Skull Crusher is a very, very skull-crushing dragon, may I say. It is a very strong armor on the side and even on its head. This dragon is, well, it can definitely fly pretty well. Yeah, it's just an all-round really well-armored dragon extremely strong, which works well in its advantage. Next, we have the Skuldron, and this dragon is extremely, well, scully. It can shoot acid at you. Not acid, sorry. Extremely hot water, which it takes from the sea where it lives. So it's a tidal class dragon and can shoot it at you at a very hot temperature. This dragon, I'm pretty sure, does have a venom because when we first saw it in Riders of Berk, they were looking for the venom to cure, well, their dragons. And yeah, it's extremely deadly dragon. Hunts sea shockers, as we saw in one of the episodes of Race to the Edge. So yeah, it's pretty deadly. Next, we have the Submaripper. Now, this dragon is, think of it as like a giant killer shark that like is all around the ocean where there are many of them. Literally, this dragon means if you go sailing as a Viking on the seas, you have like a only a 50% chance of coming back. This dragon can eat literally anything. It can even go head to head with a sea shocker. Not a sea shocker, sorry. A shellfire. A shellfire. Extremely deadly dragon. Now, which is like many times the size. This dragon literally makes its own whirlpool and sucks whatever's above inside. It can suck many things. Even sucked their own Riker. So, one day, when you get trapped by this dragon, have a look inside. You may find Riker. Okay, so, coming down to next dragon, we have Hookfang, Snotlout's a dragon who, like, treats Snotlout well, considering Snotlout is, well, Snotlout, who in this picture is eating Snotlout, which I totally think is correct, since, like, Snotlout. And yeah, he's extremely Stoker class, extremely fiery fireburst, can light itself on fire. So they're pretty cool features for a dragon. Next, we have the Skrill. We have the Skrill, an extremely, well, skrilly dragon. This dragon is wanted by Dagger, as it's the emblem on his, like, shields, his ship sail, and even on his belt buckle. So yeah, this dragon can channel the lightning from the sky and redirect it. It can also stay frozen for thousands of years, which is like, odd. So it is possible that the Skrill we see in basically the How to Train a Dragon series was actually thousands of years old, which is kind of cool. Yeah, next we have the Buffaloid. Now this dragon looks like, what the heck does it look like? It looks like someone sleeping. It does not look like he's a deadly dragon yet. Now, when this dragon gets angry, this dragon was able to literally destroy Vigo's ship. Now, Vigo's ship, unlike the Smoke Rats, which I talked about before, is nothing like Dagger's ship. It is a lot better. It's in cages, basically, and it was able to break through that dragon-proof cage. I have no idea how, but it did. It gets really rage when it's not away from home. But yeah. Okay, next we have Krogan's Cinchtail. Now this dragon is extremely deadly. It's like, basically, I'm pretty sure it's like a Titan Cinchtail, I guess, since it's really big compared to all the other Cinchtails. Now, I mean, this is Krogan's Cinchtail we're talking about. It does share a sort of bond with Krogan at first. Well, pretty much we all thought it was just, getting, well, enslaved by Krogan. But actually, in one of the episodes of Season 6, he split up with the Cinchtail, and they actually worked together in a way. So, what's next? It's big, it screams, it has to be the Screaming Death. Now this dragon is extremely deadly, distant cousin to the Whispering Death. I think they only hatch one around 100 years or so. I guess, like, it can in some ways be called a brother of the Whispering Death, since the Whispering Death did produce the Screaming Death we saw in Defenders of Berk. And yeah, extremely deadly. Unlike the Whispering Death, I'm pretty sure this can shoot fire, right? We did see that happen in one episode. Yep, it's a massive, massive dragon, destroys islands by tunneling in underneath them. So now we're in the top 5. So starting off at number 5, we have the Red Death. Now this was the main villain. Oh, can a dragon be a villain? Possibly, I don't know. Yeah, it was the main villain in the first movie. Yes, well, Hiccup did defeat this rather easily because, well, he just learnt to fly toothless, and the gang literally just learnt to fly toothless. Like, it was only like a less than an hour difference. So, yeah, deadly, but the one they fought, I don't think it was the deadliest. It's a massive dragon. Yes, it can fly. Like this massive beast, surprisingly, it can fly. I don't even think the Bewilder Beast can fly, but this is smaller in a way. So yeah, yeah, massive dragon can shoot its own fire. This is the queen of all dragons. Emphasize on the queen, not the king. Don't get that confused. And yeah, moving on. So next we have Volker's Bewilder Beast. Not Drago's, Volker's. Now this, as I said before, is actually the king of all dragons. Okay, we did see this in the last episode of Season 6. They finally showed us that there was a Bewilder Beast under Berserker Island. Now, this Bewilder Beast was actually the egg. So we did see the actual Bewilder Beast, which saved Hiccup and killed Johan. And then the egg of that Bewilder Beast is Volker's current Bewilder Beast, as we saw in the last scene of the Season 6 last episode. And yeah, extremely deadly dragon, not as deadly as Drago's, which I will get to in a minute. This dragon is, well, it's massive, firstly. It's got giant tusks. It has a very strong bond with other dragons and Volker. And, yeah, moving on. So now we have Drago's Bewilder Beast. Now this is even more the king of all dragons. It is, well, I guess the king of Bewilder Beast, and if Bewilder Beasts are the king of all dragons, then it is the king of, well, all dragons itself. So yeah, hope that makes sense. Oh, so what do we have? We have Drago's Bewilder Beast, and now this dragon is even more deadly than Volker's, as I said before. It can, well, it defeated Volker in the Volker's Bewilder Beast in the second movie. It has mind-controlling powers, but I'm pretty sure all Bewilder Beasts have that. Yeah, it listens to Drago's, like, staff kind of thingy through some, weird way. I guess all dragons do that, since it even controlled Hookfang in one of the scenes of the second movie. Extremely deadly dragon, can do everything Volker's Bewilder Beast can do, and even more. So yes, this dragon is very deadly. So moving on, again, now I think this is our second last dragon. We have the one and only Toothless. Toothless, the unholy offspring of lightning and death itself. Now this dragon is, well, it's toothless. It's a Night Fury. It's basically the main dragon in the whole series. It is, well, it basically is like the key to defeating every other dragon in the whole series. We've seen it defeat the Red Death. We've seen it defeat all kinds of dragons, even the Bewilder Beast in the last scene. I don't think it actually became a Titan in that scene. Maybe just like an alpha or something. Yeah, it now holds the King of all dragons since it did defeat the last King of all dragons. Yeah, so extreme. I don't know. There's not much to say about Toothless other than he's like pure awesomeness. Yeah, it has a plasma blast, which is extremely cool. Black, pitch dark in the night. You can't see a thing. He could just be standing right behind you. You won't even know it. Extremely deadly. Toothless is just a force to be reckoned with. And then finally, our deadliest dragon today is, like, none of you would ever see this coming. What can it be? Well, we've done Toothless, we've done the Bewilder Beast, we've done the Red Death, we've done the Screaming Death. What can it be? The only other deadly, I don't call this a dragon, but it is extremely deadly. Next, we have the chicken. Yes, I am talking about Tough Nuts Chicken. This dragon, well, animal, I should say, has mind controlling powers. It controlled Tough Nut into thinking that they have a connection and then force Tough Nut to do all its bidding. This dragon is definitely deadly. Do not mess with this chicken at all. Sorry, I keep calling it a dragon. It is the chicken of all death. If you mess with it, you are dead. So that concludes my top 20. So, yep, chicken definitely deadliest. Do not mess with it. So, next week, I just want to say that I'm assuming you'll have a lot of questions. There are a few dragons, like the Snow Wraith, which is a deadly dragon. Yes, some will be shocked it didn't make the top 20, as well as the Whispering Death. I mean, like, this dragon's massive. And then we also have the Shellfire, which was, I don't know, people think I'm idiots for, like, not putting it in. But the truth is, with all, well, let's say start with the Whispering Death and the Snow Wraith, that they actually don't shoot at all. We see that they're very deadly. You'll probably assume they shoot, but if you actually look through the episodes again, they do not shoot anything. They are sure they look really deadly, but they don't shoot at all. They don't have any fire. The Whispering Death, oh my god, it's like one of the scariest looking dragons in the whole series, but it doesn't shoot at all. Um, Same with Snow Wraith. And then that brings me to the Shellfire. Now, what I said before, you probably guessed why the Shellfire isn't that deadly. It's it's extremely good at wiping out, let's say, an island. But if it is going for Toothless, let's say, and Toothless is, let's say, the range is 1 mile, so let's say it's going for yeah, let's say it's going for half a mile, right? The chances of it shooting Toothless with that, like, tiny little bullet, not bullet, would you call it? I don't know what you would call it. Tell me in the comments, please. Yeah, so the chance of it shooting Toothless are very unlikely with such a big range and such a small fire. Like, for example, the Singe Tail has a very wide range. Sure, it can't shoot as far, but, like, its angle of direction it shoots at is very wide. You can shoot at multiple things at once, unlike this Shellfire. So yeah, I know that's a disappointment to most of you that those three dragons didn't make it. Amazingly deadly, probably in the top 25. I'll probably list them at 21, 22, and 23. And yeah, so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See ya.